What's up, everybody, and welcome back to our channel. On today's video, we're in Sarasota, Florida on Siesta Key, and we're going to show you guys how Siesta Key is looking, the area of Siesta Key. So there's just randomly a pillow here in the mangroves. And that's crazy because, you know, a pillow belongs inside somebody's house on a bed, but it's sitting here in the mangroves. And there's also a boat dock here, but the crazy thing is that, well, where did it come from? Right? Alright guys, so welcome to Turtle Beach on the southern tip of Siesta Key. The water kind of looks like a mess here, but keep in mind that we just had another hurricane in the Gulf. A lot of the hurricane cleanup has already taken place, but there's still a long way to go. If you visit this place in the wintertime, you may be fairly disappointed at the condition of this island after Hurricane Helene Milton destroyed this island. Let's take a tour. We're kind of by Turtle Beach now, heading north. Turtle Beach doesn't look all that great. We have another hurricane in the Gulf, so the water's a mess. So the goal of today's video is to see how much of Siesta Key is back to normal. So today we want to figure out exactly, are things back to normal on Siesta Key? Parking does cost over $6 an hour. I gotta get myself a hat. So are things 100% back to normal? Not exactly, but you know, there's still fairly decent beach vibes out here. It's not bad. All right, so we're inside the store and we gotta find me a beach hat. Let's look around here and see what we can find. Now, if you're coming over here to vacation, here's what you need to know. You need to know that the beach quality, the sand, may not be what you expect. A lot of the sand is what we call recycled sand. It's sand that was, you know, washed away by the hurricane, and then they put it back out there. But it's gonna smell like dead fish because it's sand that got washed up, you know, into the land, and it got dirty and stinky, and the salt water dried on it, and then, you know, they pushed it back into there. You know, with bulldozers, they shifted through that sand. So then that sand gets put back on the beaches. So if you're thinking about going to the beach, just know that the water clarity will not be the same, without a doubt, and that the water might stink a little or a lot. So don't expect the beach to be the Bahamas, because it ain't right now. The sand that's out there might smell like dead fish, might even make you a little itchy, because again, the sand needs to dry out for a long time before it's clean and ready to be, you know, used again, because it was kind of if you're not too familiar with the beach, just think as salt water and sand as being alive. Little shells and little critters and little things that live down there, and all those little critters are alive. They're not dead. So now all those little critters that are alive and dead got washed up and they died. So, you know, that sand, it's full of little sea critters that died. And, well, it's not going to smell, you know, ideal. So just remember that seawater and that all those shells and all that was all alive before it died. And it stinks, to be honest. There's no other way of phrasing that. So if you're coming over here, yeah, there's what? Oh, what's up, bro? Thanks, man. Awesome. I've been recognized back to back every single day, so our YouTube channel is doing awesome. I literally can't go anywhere without getting recognized. But just think about it. If you're coming here to vacation, the sea water stinks, the sand stinks. It isn't exactly the nicest water conditions possible. But if you're trying to get out of the cold weather this year, I mean, the restaurants are open here in Siesta Key, and there are somewhat of a beach vibe. It's better than being in Ohio in the snow, right? Or Pennsylvania, or forbid, dang old Iowa down there. But it ain't that bad. I think as you understand that, and it's not even the start of the tourist season, so things are looking all right, other than that little issue. So this little area here where the people hang out in bars and restaurants, just about back to normal. Luckily, we didn't have a lot of wind damage. What we had here was mostly storm surge. There's some limited wind damage, but it's not the theme of the problem here. You would think by reading my YouTube channel's comments that I'm the most hated person on earth, but in reality, people love me out here. Calle Miramar. So, of course, Siesta Key is a Spanish name, and some of the keys here. Calle Miramar. Calle is Spanish for street, and Miramar is for ocean view. So this is the street with an ocean view, even though it really doesn't have an ocean view, so that's kind of conflictive. Long live fat girls, long live fat girls, looking like a dang cow girl, eating bunch of grass girl. Long live fat girls, looking like a big old cow girl. You need to find a treadmill girl. Long live fat girls. I need to get on treadmills. Long live fat girls. Need to get on treadmills. So for the most part, I would say, it's a little inconvenient. It's not going to be like any other year, but if you just want to get out of the cold weather and enjoy some beach vibes, they're definitely here. The ATM is out of service. And of course, because the beach isn't smelling too pleasant, a lot of people aren't going in the water. So if you're one of the people that enjoys the sightseeing, the people watching, it isn't. People watching definitely isn't the same. Check out the slingshot. Alright, so I'll tell you, I really wanted to metal detect on Siesta Key. That's why I was looking for a hat. But I'll be honest, it is so hot today that I don't think I can bear to metal detect, even with a hat. So this plaza here was kind of lively before the storm, and right now it's kind of dead. Yeah, buddy. I would get something to eat right about now, but most of the food on this island is pure garbage hipster food. If there's one thing that is without a doubt garbage on most of these islands, it's the food. If you're looking for good food, you're not gonna find that on these islands. These islands are mostly touristy crap, and well, if you want good authentic food, you're just not gonna find it on these islands, so forget about finding good food here. And I love how the tourists, Uber driver always asks me, what's good to eat out here? I'm like, you kidding me? This is all tourist food. Nothing's good to eat out here. Can't wait till they open up that new moat museum aquarium. What am I talking about? And even then, it still feels kind of empty on the island. All right, so as you can see, I don't know, 80, 70% of businesses are open again. I feel like by this time of year, it should be a little bit cooler. It's a hot day. And I've literally been on the island for hours today, and I haven't got a single Uber passenger out of the island, which is just abnormal. I mean, literally not a single ride off the island. Now, on the Uber app, it shows red, like, come here now, there's a surge, but I've been here. One single ride was going to Clearwater for $30. Sorry, but I can't do that. Now, when it comes to the beach, it's packed. Like, it was actually difficult finding a parking spot today. So, it's packed on the beach. Let's see what the vibe is like out there. Texas, New York, Missouri, Connecticut. Alright guys, so welcome to Siesta Key Beach. There are people here from up north already. There's snowbirds here. So I have my metal detector and we're gonna see if we can find anything on the sand right there. Yeah, buddy. So like I said, it was almost impossible to find a parking spot. It took a while to find parking, so it should be pretty active today. It's kind of weird. I guess maybe a lot of the locals were pent up because of the hurricane, and a lot of other beaches are closed. Maybe all that contributes to more people wanting to be on this beach because other beaches are closed. And I'm not sure if the bathrooms are open or not. Common sense would tell you probably not. Now, this time of day where a lot of people are leaving, so this is the perfect time to be metal detecting. See if I can use the bathroom, and then after that, go metal detecting. But right about now, a lot of people are just leaving the beach right now. So it's possible, even though there's more people on this beach now than if the hurricane hadn't been here, since so many other beaches are closed, and well, whatever the situation. I was almost a casualty here on the beach today with these things falling. Got it on video too. It's packed out here. It is just packed. It's really packed out here. It's like just an insane amount of people. Just insane. I would venture to say these beaches are packed. Insane. These beaches are just packed, dude. What? So right at the entrance of Siesta Key, these are all the garbage piles from the hurricane. And this was an empty lot here that's being utilized to store all of the debris from the hurricane. And as you can see, they're like basically just storing it all here because it's an empty lot right at the entrance of Siesta Key. So lots of garbage coming off the island still. That's where they're storing it. Really isn't that much good food on Siesta Key. But once you get to South Sarasota, restaurants here are incredible. Now, I don't know what that restaurant is because the sign got blown off. You got an Italian bakery. You got Angelina's Pizza. I've never had it before, but I ordered a pizza from here. Right here, you got a Taiwanese restaurant. Right here, you have a sushi bar. Let me just show you how good food is in Sarasota. Not on Siesta Key, but in Sarasota, there's an awesome collection of restaurants. Check this out, guys. Here's a Vietnamese restaurant right here. Vietnamese people that make them good sandwiches, good pho and all that. I'm not really big on Vietnamese food. I've had it before, but it's been a while. So let me just show you the types of businesses we got over here. You know, once you get out of the island and into Sarasota, you got La Dolce Vita, the Sweet Life Italian restaurant here. And then over here, you got a German restaurant. So there's great food in the Sarasota area, but not so much on the island. Here you got a nice German restaurant. I'm gonna have to check this out sometime. You got German, you got Italian, Vietnamese, Taiwanese.